8 o'clock. Okay, I'll just find my wine. How is everyone? And welcome welcome all to the Katie's Arms, which is your pub online for the next half an hour to forget the world, forget the madness, and have a laugh with me, at me, and essentially I just bang on about what I'm doing at the moment, or funny things that have happened to me or not, or things that have annoyed me, and you guys join in. Hi, hello. One of the things I ask of you, if you're new, welcome. A couple of rules. A, there's no rules, and B, we don't have to agree. So you can sit there and I can be gobbing off and you can think like, oh my God, what a cow. And that's perfect. So the idea is that I'm just doing me. It's us sat on a pub bench together, and you can think whatever the hell you like. I think whatever the hell I like, and I just take the piss out of the world really, and myself and anyone else. That's kind of the Katie's Arms. We've been going about 4 years or so, and everyone seems to have a lovely time here. As I go about the place, thank you to everybody who lets me know that they watch the Katie's Arms or join in on the Katie's Arms, or say that, oh, thanks to other people on Katie's Arms, you know, you guys pulled me through. So do let people know where you're from, because it's really nice to see. We have people here from Antigua. We've got people here from Australia, from Shropshire. You're just going to sit here and look at me. Okay, you do that. I mean, there's probably better things to look at than me being a tit, but you do that. Whatever gets you through. And to my mother, if you're watching this, go and do something else. We always say this. Mother always watches bits and then, you know, maybe disapproves of something I've said, which I always feel like it's your choice, right? If you want to watch, watch. If you don't, don't. So many things to talk about today. Norfolk's here. Hello, my darlings. Newcastle. I love Newcastle. Do you know what I did for Katie's Arms tonight? I went and put on, hold on, let me show, an actual heel. I put on an actual shoe. I know, I was in a flip-flop and I thought, no, my audience deserves better than a flip-flop. So I went and put on a heel, even though you can't see my feet. And I'm definitely not getting my feet out, because I get loads and loads of people asking for me to send them pictures of their feet. And I'm not that desperate yet. Obviously, when I'm like a little bit older and desperate, I'll be sending people pictures of my feet unsolicited. They won't even be asking for them, and I'll be like, here's my 65-year-old foot with a bunion on. Have a wank to that. But as for now, I'm still rejecting people asking for pictures of my feet. The other thing I get quite a bit of, because I do these cameos, as you know, for epilepsy charities. I just say happy birthday or whatever, or take the piss out of people's mates, mostly blokes. But some people go on and ask me to like punish them. So it's not like a legit cameo where I'm going, oi, your mates tell me you've got a tiny cock and not much for personality and they don't really like you, which is my favourite kind of cameo. It's people going, I want you to talk, tell me that you want to punish me, and tell me that you want to hurt me, and tell me that you want to tie me up. Like, Jesus, it's supposed to be cameo, it's supposed to be happy birthday. The other cameo I like, and I will go off the subject, is when people get one for someone like a girlfriend who hates me. So like some lefty, twatty, dickhead Phoebe or whatever, who's probably from Just Stop Oil or whatever, you know, some twat that never worked in their lives and is studying something ridiculous, some sort of social studies that we don't need. And I get to do a happy birthday, Phoebe. I hope your protesting is going super well. Oh, you silly cow, eat some meat. So what should we talk about first? We could do gossip, which is someone called Molly May. Is it Molly May? Is this correct? Someone help me. And Tommy Fury splitting up. And also I want to talk about Mpox. And also, yeah, let's do this first. Friggin' the guy, the Specky Four Eyes guy, bear in mind that I wear glasses, Specky Four Eyes that got caught looting during the riots, which was like a few angry people throwing shit. But anyway, we'll call them riots because it makes the police happy and Keir Starmer happy and the Muslim Massive happy. Whatever, that's fine. Specky Four Eyes, who got caught looting Lush, just got 56 months in the slammer. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck. You know, let's say I'm looting. You know, let's say there's a protest. Let's say I'm there. I'm typically somewhere. Let's say I decide to loot something. I don't know how that would be. I'd have to do an impression of someone looting because I've never looted something. But I'd have to be like, look at me looting. Anyway, I ain't looting Lush. This guy looted Lush. He looted Lush. He looted Lush. And then he looted Shoe Zone. I mean, fuck's sake. Isn't that like looting Primark or Greggs? Like, did someone actually loot Greggs? Did they come out with a steak slice? I don't know who I'm asking over there. There's no one there. But you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to loot somewhere, like maybe, I don't know, Selfridges? I don't know. Or maybe like a watch store. I don't know what people like. What would I loot? I'd probably loot, Holland & Cooper. Oh, come on. A jean with a gold button. Oh, what's not to love? A blouse with a gold button epaulette. I mean, please. Horsey. So I would probably loot Holland & Cooper, right? But A, I would do it in a great pair of spectacles, these. B, you know, fuck's sake, I can't even, when I go past, I don't go into towns anymore because there's nothing there apart from, you know, dickheads. So, but when I used to go into towns, like if you walk past the Lush, like about 20 metres away, you're like, what's that? Is someone cleaning toilets? And then you realise there's a Lush store. Imagine looting that shit. Of all the shit you could loot. Anyway, he'll be okay with his bath bombs in prison. That's the best. That's the best. All right, lads, he'll be on the wing. All right, lads, swap you some meth for a bath bomb. In fact, actually, if you snorted, I'm assuming, a bath bomb from Lush, you know, if you, I guess, what do you do? Chop it up? I don't know. And then made a line of it and snorted Lush, that'd probably take your head clean off, wouldn't it? Probably more meth than the meth they've got in prisons. Do you want a gram of this? What is it? It's a Lush bath bomb. Shouldn't laugh, but 56 months for nicking a bath bomb. Fuck off. Okay, let's leave that there. Funny things. Well-deserved prison time for looting. Oh, I say. The righteous are here. Oh, well-deserved prison time for looting. Oh! If you're being sarcastic, then good. If you're not being sarcastic and you think someone deserves 56 months inside for looting Lush, I mean, fucking hell. I tell you what, son, you stand up there on the moral high ground, I can look up your trouser leg and I can see that you have a tiny cock. And I can also promise you this, you can be all big and bold at home on your sofa, but when you're the one actually being detained or the one actually being arrested or the one actually being deported for doing fuck all, you realise that the whole system absolutely stinks. But if you still believe in the law and you think the law's the law and you think the law is there to be on your side when it's needed, good for you. That is what a glorious thing. What a glorious thing. You still think the law will look out for you if you're in the shit. How nice. And there's a unicorn as well going by outside your window. Anyway, let's talk monkeypox, shall we? Ah, que tu mangerais pas pendant des mois de temps. Oh, I don't know that, but tu mangerais means I could eat you. If someone just offered to eat me in French, when I say eat me, I've avoided using the word out. Did I just talk about being eaten out in French? Sort of sounded sexy at the time. I could eat you up. But anyway, let's move on because that's a bit embarrassing. Okay, funny story today. I think funny. Mpox. So, if you're not watching any media, you don't watch the news, you haven't got a TV, you live in a wood and you're off-grid, let me update you. The next planned pandemic is Mpox. And I want us at the Katie's Arms, that wine is so cheap. Yeah, I know. I'm cheap. It's the cheapest wine there is. Lovely Mark. I mean, I am the McDonald's girl. I love it. Anyway, so we're going to call it the pox, right? So you never say pox, right? From now on, you go pox, like make it sound like it's really yummy. Pox, pox. So it was called monkey bumming pox, but they've rebranded it to pox. Give me that, yeah. And the truth of it is, you get it by having someone who's got pox shove their cock up your ass. That's just the science. Next slide, please. So the science, next slide, please, is that you get pox by having a monkeypox cock up your bum, right? That's just, no one's going into that at the moment. I feel like it's a, public service announcement. I am the new Chris Whitty, but with better hair. So that's what's coming. They're suggesting if you're going travelling, you should get the pox vaccine, which is basically, I'm assuming, just a bunch of COVID vaccines that they have left over. I mean, Jesus Christ. And so they're all talking about it. All the news have been briefed to talk about it. Clearly the BBC have been given briefings that it's a mandatory slot on all of their programming, that they must have an mpox feature. And then we've got one Swedish guy who's supposed to have got it. It's probably some guy transferring between the Congo and some other frickin' God knows where place. It's not Hans, is it? It's not blonde-haired Hans whistling his way across Sweden, pedalling his bike in a Swedish manner, eating a Swedish fish. It's not a fucking Swede, is it? He'll be about as Swedish as our friend from Wales. Huh? Remember him? From Wales, 17, from Wales. But his parents are Rwandan. He's from Wales. Yeah, this guy from Sweden. I suspect he isn't from Sweden. Anyhow, the idea as well is that you look at these pictures. So there's like a guy in the Congo with like pox all over his face. And you think, fuck, imagine that. And I can tell you a little bit about that. I haven't had the pox, but I've had something else. And then there's a guy with them all over his hands. And the idea of that is that you think, oh, imagine going to work with a face of mpox, right? Or you think, oh, imagine that on your hands when you're, oh, imagine. And they want you to imagine that's your face and your hands. But at no point do they say, oh, and by the way, to get this, you're supposed to have monkey bumming gay sex, which is, I mean, terrific. You want to do that. Perfect. I'm just saying. That's a bit of fact they should be adding. And on the thing about what I had, I didn't have monkeypox. I got impetigo, which I think is also transmitted, not by having stuff up your rectum, but just by doing bad things with the wrong sorts of people. I got impetigo, which is blisters down here. I've told you about this before. It was disgusting. Have anyone else had impetigo? Oh my God. Yeah, it was disgusting. Looking tidy tonight. Thank you. Thank you. I had a shower. And I shaved my legs, actually. They are smooth. They are smooth as a... Jesus, nearly got my flange out. Imagine that. Imagine that on the Katie's Arms. If I got my actual flange out, everyone would be like, what the hell is that? And then it would be on TikTok. Thanks to everybody. I must say thank you. Well, thanks to everybody anyway, because you're all brilliant. But thanks to everybody who takes bits of my stuff and posts it places, and all the people that do that just because they share my stuff. Thanks. I appreciate that very much. So mpox, so they're trying to frighten you with the monkey gay banging virus. Now, a guy rings in to Radio 2 today, flange. People are now asking to see my flange. This is my impression of my flange. Well, no one wanted an impression of your flange. This is why I shouldn't do this. See, no one needs to see my flange. Not unless I ask. No. So Radio 2. So Radio 2, the woman that's covering for Jeremy Vine, whatever. So someone rings in. They've had the monkeypox. And clearly, like if you're producing that show, that's what you want, right? What you want someone that thinks it's really important to get vaccinated. You want someone that's scared of monkeypox, and then you want someone who's had it. So they found a guy who'd had monkeypox, and he rang in, and he's giving it loads, right? And they're loving it. And then I had pox up my back. I had pox on my face. I had pox on my, and they're like sucking it up because that's what they've been briefed to push out, right? How bad it is. And then he goes, and obviously extreme rectal pain. It was epic. I must find the clip. So he goes, yeah, you know, and they're like, oh, pox up your back. Oh, pox in your face. Oh, and then he goes, yeah, an extreme rectal pain, because he probably got the pox, I'm assuming, up his anal cavity as well. And at that point she was like, thanks very much. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for sharing your experience. But we don't want to hear about the pox up your ass. Imagine that. If you've got pox up your asshole. Now what should we talk about? The impression of that breakdancer. Oh my God. So yeah, I felt like as a person who's, so Australian breakdancer, what was she called? Ray, whatever. And her husband is clearly a cock as well. They're both the worst kind of, I mean, if you sat next to them at a wedding, you just fucking end your life with a bread knife under the table. I mean, you would not, if I was sat between those two, I would either kill them or myself. I would not spend time with them. They're both clearly weirdos. But I felt, as someone who's epileptic, I don't have seizures anymore, but who knows seizures well, all I had to really do was basically chuck a seizure on my lawn. I'm hoping the neighbours were watching just to put them off me even more. And it worked out perfect. And there was something about it that was funny. I don't watch any of my stuff back, not ever, but I did look at that because it just made me laugh. So thank you for laughing along at me doing a seizure, pretending to be the twat. And doesn't that just go to show the mad world that we live in? And now she's on social media, oh, the bullying was so intense. No, it's not bullying. You put yourself out there as a medal contender for Australia in breaking, whatever the shit that is, spastic dancing, not allowed to say the word spastic. And now people are telling you you're shite. Like, suck it. That would be like people that tell me that they don't like what I'm doing, I'm shite. Well, you put yourself out there, suck it up. Silly cow. Oh, it's sexist, it's misogynist. No, it's not. You were shite. This is when women really do my tits in. So I've got other stories for you. Shall we do Molly-Mae? I will say, on a fortuitous note, so lovely Mark and my son Max are away on a road trip across America right now, because I felt that after all the years I've spent away from home and all the hard work lovely Mark put in making the tour happen, and just being lovely Mark, it would be good for them to get a break from me. So they're away for a few weeks, driving across the great bits of America, Texas, Nashville, Florida, the free state of Florida. Anyway, while they're away, I'm going proper mental in the house. So I am pretending that we're moving house and clearing everything out. When they get back, there will be nothing in this house. But the fortuitous thing was, lovely Mark was throwing away his sports kit. And that was the weirdo green shit that I was in when I was doing my epileptic version of Rayburn. Yeah. Anyway, Molly-Mae, is that correct? Katie, I love how you say it as it is. Honestly, I love you, Katie, and I'm a proper lefty tosser. Oh, that's nice. Do I miss the tour? Oh, Belfast. Oh, Belfast was I've got really exciting news about Belfast, and I'm not allowed to say it yet, but be ready for 2025 is all I can say, but I'm not allowed to say anything. Belfast was so, the whole little gang, we're only 4 of us, but everybody after Belfast just came off and went, because Belfast was so, and I so miss it. I don't miss, you know, the me thing. I miss that feeling of being amongst a crowd of people, just letting go. And I know that when we go again, it's even more the case, because at the minute when I walk around, like it took me an hour and a half to go around a supermarket the other day, because everyone just wants to have a little chit chat, because everyone's like, fuck, what the hell is going on? So I really feel that at the moment. Anyway, Molly-Mae and Tommy Fury splitting up. So my understanding is Love Island couple, 5 years together, they've broken up, and the rumour is that he's cheated. And actually, you know what? I think they're very young. They both look, oh, I'm sorry. because of my heels, I just stepped on the thingy. They both seem very young and very sweet and very cute, and they've got a baby already, and it's a lot. But, you know, just from an old woman's intuition, if I may, and wishing them both every happiness in whatever path they walk. Let me just say a few things from someone who's been cheated on and who's cheated. So, you know, no sympathy for me. Number one, Tommy's definitely cheating. Like loads. Because if you're not getting it at home, you're going to get it somewhere else. Fact of life, harsh but true. You know, and you can see. Also, when you have a baby, like, if you don't put the effort in, you know, you can be as pretty as you want. You can sell as many clothes as you want. You can be on as many websites. You can wear, like, what I see of lovely Molly-Mae, God love her, you know, because this is a bit shit for her right now. There's a lot of turning up places in an outfit that doesn't quite fit, isn't there? Like, lots of sort of, what is it they wear? This sort of slouchy fawns, browns, always brown, isn't it? And it's sort of like, it's too big and it sort of droops off. And then the trousers have to be like 55 miles too big so that their waist looks small. I'm unclear, but that appears to be what Molly-Mae does, is sell clothing that is just way too big and not very well constructed, and I would argue cheap. I don't want to be unkind. Beige. There's a lot of oversized beige. That's my observation. I love that I just go, I don't want to be unkind whilst being massively unkind. So, and like her whole face, I can't work out the Molly-Mae face. Like, look, Molly who, Tommy who, am I supposed to give a shit? No, not at all. I'm just having a pub bitch. Go with it or do something else. Go and, you know, watch something else. Go and put the telly on, see if there's something better on telly, because I guarantee there isn't. Okay, so the Molly-Mae, God love her, thing is that she does look like she walked into, I mean, I know I've got like a big nose, I've got a big chin, I've got big lips, I've got big eyes, right? Everything's big, right? My head's big. But like Molly-Mae's, everything's really, really flat, isn't it? It's like she walked into one of those doors in the spa like I did the other day. It didn't open in time. I ran in and the automatic door didn't open in time, and so I hit my face. That looks like Molly-Mae, like everything is just flat. Now that's neither here nor there. That's just my outside observation. But my observation is she's at home with the baby. She's a bit flat and beige. She sells clothing and does a vlog talking about herself. And so just Tommy's off banging everyone. I don't, you know, and that's fair play to everybody concerned, right? But everyone just needs to be a bit honest about it. Shit happens. You're better off cracking on. Tommy's a big lad. He needs attention, obviously. You can tell. He likes a bit of stroking. He likes the idea of being naughty, presumably. I'd suggest that if you're boxing or whatever it is he does, you've probably got kind of quite a lot of testosterone bubbling around. You probably just have to knob some people. And probably hanging out with a baby wasn't that fun, because babies are quite freaking dull, to be honest. And mums aren't supposed to say that, but I think they really are. And one of the really handy things about being a bloke and a dad is you can just piss off, really. Which, you know, I got left. So when my baby was 1 day old, I'd already been left. I just didn't know yet. But I got left in the maternity ward. So I can speak from experience in terms of women are just left with the baby and guys go off and do what they do. Not all guys, obviously. And I brought a lot of this on myself. I'm just saying, you know, no one should be throwing stones. It's unfortunate, but everybody needs to move along. That's my sense. Can I tell you a funny, private, personal story? Saying it as it is. I know, sad truth, sad. But also I would say, if I may, again, you go, Tommy, you go, Molly, you know, you're young, I'm not. You've got your whole lives, I haven't. I've made more mistakes than anyone. So, you know, good for you two. And how nice to be young and have skin that's like, oh, although your face is quite flat. And you wear a lot of beige. And you could do with structured clothing. And I would suggest some tailoring. But, you know, I would also say that perhaps you just have to kind of think that if you've put yourself out there, maybe like doing Love Island, for example, you know, Apprentice, blah, 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 Big Brother, you've got to suck it up. And when shit happens, like you cock up or you split up or someone leaves you or you have an affair, I'm talking about all my life as well here, it is going to be on the pages of everywhere. And that's, you can't really just go, oh, la la la, I'm so gutted. Does she talk like that? I don't know. I'm gutted. I never thought this would happen, but I'm gutted because he's left, the bastard. He's been banging everything. He's been banging everything like a barn door. I'm gutted. I don't know. Is this how she speaks? No idea. I'm so gutted. But I would like you to respect my privacy at this time. But doll, love you and your flat face and your beige, but you've been online your whole thing, your whole contract rely on you being online in front of everyone. You wear beige tracksuits that you sell people, which is a terrible idea. Never buy a beige tracksuit, especially a poor fitting one. So now I don't know how you can ask for privacy when your whole thing has been about selling every element of your life. I would just say that. You just got to suck it up, babe. Suck it up, suck it up. Own it. Don't let them shame you. And same with Tommy. Yes, I banged a bird. Or 20. Still don't have Mpox though. Go me. You know what I mean? Own it. It's just my thoughts. What does everyone else think? Just got here. Who am I talking about? Someone called Molly May and someone called Tommy Fury. But I'm trying to give a slant that's a bit more understanding of all things, as opposed to just being like, wow. You know what I mean? Just being a bit honest. I know. It'll scare the kids. It'll scare the children. Love me from California. Thank you. Love me and my beige. I know. Isn't it so tedious? All these young people wearing sloppy beige. No, it doesn't look good. No, those tracksuit bottoms don't look good on you. I know you've got them. They do this thing, don't they, where they have like a tight body thing or like a bit showing, which I always get scared about because there's usually a and then they have the top of the tracky B rolled over so that it's like beige and then a tracky B beige. Beige, beige, beige. Look at me. I think I'm just beige. Stop being beige and stop wearing tracksuit bottoms, you lazy arse. We all know that trackies are lazy bastard clothing. I've gone on a beige rant. Never anticipated that. Slick hair. Oh yeah, that's right. That's the other thing. We've gone off on a massive tangent. I had so many other things. I needed to tell you about getting rid of a mattress in my car. So they do this thing. I won't be able to do it because obviously I've got no hair hardly after my, well, just life. But they do this thing, don't they, where they part it. What do they do? Like this, like the Meghan Markle. So they part it, don't they, here, like that. Very, very dramatically. And then they sort of pull it. I like guys in grey. Oh, I know why you like guys in grey sweatpants. Yeah. You mean young guys. You mean young guys in grey sweatpants with a massive knob. I get that. Not old guys at the post office who've just got them on because they haven't changed and there's a few drips where they've just sort of weed down the inside bit. I know what you're saying. So, yeah, they do this parting here, don't they? And they have a massive margin like that. And then they pull it all back really, really tight. What's that about? And then they wear a beige tracksuit. They're all in it for the fame until the fame hits them. Exactly. And I think I can speak from experience that says you've got to take all sides of it. You've got to take rough with the smooth. You have to take being hated. And if you're lucky like me, 20 years later, you might be lucky enough for people to go, actually, we need a gobby bird right now. Okay, let me finish really quickly on a story that I shouldn't share. I'm clearing out the house just because everyone's away, so fuck it. I'm throwing away all their stuff. I've got a mattress. It is disgusting. It looks like, it's not mine, it's from a different room. We won't mention the person. It's a single mattress. It looks like someone got murdered. The mattress, when I took the stuff off, the cover and all the rest, it looks like a murder has taken place on that mattress. I don't know which end got killed. I don't know where this stuff came out of. I don't know if it came out of someone's head, someone's neck. I don't know if it came gushing out of their groin. I don't know if they slit an artery. It is a murder scene mattress in my house. I get the mattress and I've got a little shitty Fiat Panda, the disability panda. I shove it in there and I shove it with all my might and it bends and I get it in. And then I think, oh, well, I may as well walk the dogs at the same time. I'm going to the tip, by the way. I'm not, what do they call it? What do they call it when twats just chuck stuff in the countryside? Fly tipping, that's right. I'm going to the tip with it. And then I think, well, fuck it, I may as well walk the dogs as well. In go the dogs. Get to the tip. Trying to manage the dogs because dogs aren't allowed at the tip. Trying to get the mattress out which is a murder scene, and I don't want people to see it because I'm ashamed, because it looks like I've just had some sort of diarrhea period, murdering something going on. It's disgusting. So I'm trying to keep the stain side to myself and hold 2 dogs. And this lovely guy comes up and goes, "Hey, can I help you?" He's not American. I don't know, that was supposed to be like, all tight and muscular. Probably a builder or a scaffolder or one of my target market. And I was like, "Oh, no, don't worry, I've got it. Thinking, I do not want you to see the murder bloodstains on a mattress. Like, as if that was I'm never going to see this guy again anyway. B, I'm married. C, he couldn't give a shit. And D, he was just helping an old woman at a skip. So then I'm like, "Could you hold the dogs, actually?" And I'm trying to manoeuvre this mattress to keep the shitty, bloody, weird, someone died here stuff to myself. And then I'm trying to throw it into the dump. The guy at the dump's wanting to have a chat because he likes my videos. And I am trying to get it into the dump without anyone seeing the horror. Yeah, that's the glamour of my life. If you were there, he was after my DNA. I don't know. There was a lot of, all I'm saying, if there is someone dead out there, do say. No, I mean, like, if you're missing I'm assuming that stuff came from, well, I don't know. I don't know if it came from a male. I don't know if it came out of a female. I don't even know if it was a human. I don't want to think of it, as long as it's not a monkey. Anyway, that's what's going on, darlings, in my life. Thank you for joining me at the Katie's Arms. Thank you for being part of this. Thank you for helping other people. Hope you didn't dirty your Tracky B. I don't own a Tracky B. Please. God. A beige. That's next, isn't it? Can I do a Molly May impression? That's probably a bit harsh at this time. And also my nose is too big. Maybe a beige Tracky B. I feel a bit of dressing up coming on. Okay, go and have a lovely weekend. Do look after yourselves. Do something jolly for yourself. And do remember, it is all going to be all right. In the end, it is. So when you feel yourself being like, "Shit me, this country has gone to shit," do remember there's an awful lot of fab people out there, because I meet them on the regular. So do try and remember it is all going to be all right. In the end, it's just this bit's a bit shit. Okay, cheers everybody from the Katie's Arms. And look at me being an influencer. And I'll see you somewhere on the road. If you see me out and about, do say hi. And just keep on keeping on, and don't let the bastards grind you down. Watch out for the pox. Okay, see you soon.